Shooters, welcome back to the Shooter's Bay. This is D. In today's video, we're going to do a quick shootout between the Berreta APX and the Smith&Wesson SD9VE. Both of these guys are chambered at 9mm. I had a couple of requests for a shootout between these two because I really did the unboxing on this guy, and I really didn't do much on this one. So I guess a couple of you guys wanted to see this compared to a couple of other guns that I have. So I'm going to start off with doing a comparison between the Smith&Wesson SD9VE. The SD9VE is a really awesome budget pistol. It's probably like the king of the budget pistols. The Berreta APX didn't really start off as a budget pistol, but it did end up in budget pricing. It's still not considered a budget pistol. The build quality on this and what it offers is definitely a cut above a budget pistol. This is in Glock territory, and the trigger is actually better than the Glock trigger. So this gun is really nice, and for the money that I paid for it, I couldn't go wrong with it. Now, we're not going to talk about gun pricing right now because we all know gun pricing right now is out of control, it's ridiculous. So let's get to the categories. We got 13 categories we're going to dive in for this. We got looks, presentation, trigger, capacity, pricing, concealability, support, warranty, the sights, the ease of purchase. That's a new category. We'll talk about that one a little bit later. Takedown, value, and quality control. So let's go ahead and start this off. Each category is 5 points. Categories where they tie, no points to be given. At the end, we're going to add it up and see who wins. So for looks, now this one is going to be, again, it can swing either way. So if you want to keep track with me and do it your way and change the scoring for it, that's fine. This is just something fun for us to do. Gun comparisons is always going to be subjective because everybody have different needs and wants. This is just my take on it. So for looks, the SD9VE, it is clear. Everything is clear, just to let you guys know. The SD9VE is a very attractive pistol. It's bitone, got the satin nickel slide. It's just a really nice traditional pistol. Traditional looking pistol, nothing weird or funky or crazy about it. It's just all business. But when you come over to the APX, it's different. It's very aggressive on the slide. It's very comfortable. Both of these are very comfortable in the hand, but the APX is just, it's got a different look to it. So for me, I like the way the APX look because it looks so different. I actually say the Berreta APX probably is one of, if not the best looking pistol that I own. I own quite a few, and I think this looks better than just about everything that I have, except for maybe one. We'll talk about that later. So for me, I'm going to give looks 5 points to the Berreta APX. I just think it looks better than the SD9VE. Presentation. Okay, so the SD9VE is marketed as a budget pistol. It's sold in a cardboard box, which is totally fine, totally acceptable that it being sold in a cardboard box. When pricing was normal for guns, this gun could easily be had for under $300, depending on when and where you got it. I seen them float up to about maybe $399 on the high end, but on the normal end, I saw these between $300 and $350, sometimes under $300. I paid about $290 for this one, brand new in the box. All my guns were brand new in the box. This APX didn't start its life off in budget pricing. I guess demand for it was really low. It dropped down into budget pricing. It's still not really considered a budget gun, but at one point you could get it for a budget price. I got this gun for $330 from Classic Firearms, and this is a Centurion model LE. This is the law enforcement edition. It came with 3 magazines, and I got it for $330 right before the situation got really rough with that thing floating around out there. I'm not going to say the name because YouTube be all over everybody just for mentioning it. So I'm going to give presentation to the APX because it did come in a hard plastic box. So in a hard plastic box that you can use for storage. So 2 points, 10 points for the APX. The Smith is still pulling up the rear. We're gonna go to trigger. Trigger, you're gonna give it definitely. Trigger is gonna go to the Berreta APX. It has a fantastic trigger. It has a nice, clean break. I mean, it's really crisp. I mean, that's a real crisp break on that. The snap is real defined, and it's got a decent reset. Trigger dingus. Here, you got a longer, spongier pull, but it's okay for what it is. It's a defensive gun with a defensive trigger. So it's going to be long, and it's going to be a little spongy, and the break isn't going to be as good. It's not bad. It's not terrible. When you buy this gun, you should know what you're buying. And if you know what you're buying beforehand, the trigger on this is not going to upset you. It's not going to be as good as some other guns in this price point, but it shouldn't disappoint you. You should not get this gun and hate the trigger. You may not like it as much as other guns, but you should not hate this trigger. So that's 3 categories down. Capacity. The SD9VE is going to come with 3 16-round magazines. I'm sorry, 2 16-round magazines. The Berreta APX is going to come with, now a standard APX is going to come with 2 15-round magazines. And the LE is going to come with 3 of these. So we're only going to rate this as being a standard model, not a law enforcement, because this one doesn't have a law enforcement. So capacity, we're going to give that to the SD9VE. 16-to-1 versus 15-to-1, okay? Price, we're going to give the price to the SD9VE. Although the Berreta APX at one point price was about the same, this has always been a steady price, and there's always been a really good steady price. So pricing, we're going to go ahead and give the SD9VE the 5 points for the price. It's always had a pretty good price. The Berreta has a decent price during normal times as of late, but it didn't start off that way. Concealability. These guns are about the same size, slide, grip, everything is about the same. Okay? It's just a little, the SD9VE is just a touch longer. Just a touch. And the grips are about the same. Okay? So, concealability, no points. They both were a tie. Support. These guns both are probably going to have the same level of aftermarket support. You shouldn't have a problem finding a holster for either one of these. Lights, they both got rails, so you shouldn't have a problem getting lights for either one of them. You getting spare magazines for either one of them. So far as support goes, I'm going to go ahead and give them both the same. You shouldn't have problems finding anything for these guns. Warranty. Smith&Wesson warranty is the truth. You get a lifetime warranty on this gun, and it's just, for the original purchaser, it's a lifetime warranty. This gun right here has a 1-year limited warranty. So right there, this gun has a trash warranty on it. The warranty on this gun is trash. Sights. Now, to me, the sights on these are about the same. They both pick up really nice. I have no problem with the sights on either one of these. So I'm going to give them a tie. They both, to me, got the same sights. Ease of purchase. Now, this is a new category. Is it easy to buy these guns? And, well, we're not going to talk about, again, not right now, guys, because of what's going on. But during normal times, are these guns easy to buy? I think they both are relatively easy to find, easy to buy. The SD9VE is probably going to be easier to find in like a brick and mortar store, even though I've been in plenty of brick and mortar stores where they had the APX. So I'm going to give that a tie. I think they both are very easy to purchase online or offline. I don't think these are going to be hard to find during normal times. Takedown. I'm going to go ahead and give the takedown to the SD9VE. Now, it takes down very Glock-like. It's very easy. I'm not going to take it down. I got a couple of videos showing the takedown on this gun. You can go ahead and check out one of my videos. This gun takes down very easily too, but this one takes down just a little bit easier. It's real quick like a Glock, so I had to go ahead and give the takedown to the SD9VE. Both of these guns, neither one of these guns is a pain in the ass to take down. Really, there's only a couple of guns that I can think of where it's a pain in the ass to take them down, and it's neither one of these. So it's a tie right there on the takedown goes to the SD9VE. Value. Now, here's where it gets tricky at in shootouts, because we all know a lower price does not mean a better value. Now, okay, better value. So we'll say MSRP on this gun during normal times, we'll put it at about 3.5. This gun, we're going to put it at about 5.5. MSRP. Now, what I paid for this gun was $289, and I paid $330 for this one. Now, for me, this one got a better build. Now, they both built nice, But to me, this one's just a little tighter. This one is a LE, so this had 3 magazines. The sights are the same to me, so, I mean, I like the way this one looked, the way it feel. It shoots great. They both shoot great, but this shoots a little bit better than me, a little bit flatter. So for me, value, with this gun being about $330 and this one being about $290, is a $40 difference as far as what I paid for them. I'm going to definitely give the value to that Berreta APX. That's me. Quality control, I'm going to give the points to the Berreta APX because I think it's built, in my opinion, I think it's built better. I think it's got tighter tolerances. It just feels better. Now, again, like I said in the video where I did the shootout basically between this and the Gen 4 Glock 19, there's a couple of issues with this. Nothing major. Again, like I said, it wasn't nothing major. I do enjoy this gun. I trust this gun. I do carry this gun from time to time. And when I first got it, I actually carried it quite a bit. But there's some issues with the magazine. I'm not sure if it's the magazine follower or what, but it doesn't always lock back on the last round. It do it, but not all the time. It's well documented. It's on YouTube. There's other people with this gun who have the same issue. Now, I know there's a couple of fixes where you can stretch out the spring on the magazine. You can file down the followers. You can do this. You can do that. Or you could just get new magazines. It's not really an issue with the gun. It's something up with the magazines. But the reason why I put it under quality control for this gun, and it's a ding on this gun, is because those magazines came with the gun. So if you buy a TV and the remote is messed up, that's a ding on the whole purchase. It may not be a ding on the actual TV, but it's a ding on the purchase. So when I say quality control, that means the package. Did Smith&Wesson drop the ball when they let the package go out with defective magazines? Absolutely. So as far as quality control goes, the points are going to go to the Berreta because all 3 magazines with this works fine and locks back on every last round. Now, I know some people are going to jump in the comment sections. Oh, mine hold back. I know yours hold back. It didn't affect all of them. I'm quite sure it didn't even affect probably not even 25% of them, but the few that it did, it's out there. And it's really not a big deal. So before you come with your text, oh, my SD9VE locks back, it always locked back, it never had a problem. I'm quite sure yours worked fine. And I never said that all of them was affected. I'm going by the one that I own. The last round, it doesn't hold open on the last round, but it's not a big deal. If you're using this gun for defense, it will be nice to know when you're empty, but hopefully you're not going to unload a whole magazine on somebody. So there it is. This is my shootout on the SD9VE versus the Smith&Wesson. So the APX got 25 points. The Smith got 20 points. It was very tight, very narrow, but the APX just pulled away and got a 5-point lead. Look, guys, the Smith&Wesson SD9VE is a great gun, especially for the money. When you want to talk about for the money, it's a good gun. It's actually probably worth more than what you would pay for it under normal times, but the Berreta APX just pulls away. If you own an APX and you own a Smith&Wesson SD9VE, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's just a really tight gun. To me, this gun just came out of nowhere. And when it came out of nowhere, I was blown away with this gun. It took me a while to get my hands on one, but having it, owning it, it's been my daily carry now since I got it. This replaced my SIG P320 and my Glock 19 as my daily carries and my Springfield. I'm not saying it's better than all of them. It's just I like it for right now, so this is what I've been carrying. Again, the Smith&Wesson SD9VE is a great gun. You can't go wrong with it. If you can get this gun for a decent price, I would say go ahead and grab one. The issue with the magazines is just that. It's an issue with the magazines. It's not an issue with the gun. Just when you come into the comment section, if you can just, understand I'm not attacking your purchase. I'm quite sure you made a great purchase, as did I. But when you're doing a shootout between the two, you got to bring out the flaws with both. So that's it. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. See you in the next one.